Hi, it's me again with CorelDraw tips and tricks. Somebody sent me this pattern and asked how you would draw that. Well, kind of looking at it, uh, there's probably several ways, but to me, the easiest way, I'm going to take a rectangle and I'm going to hold down the control button. I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page, which really doesn't matter in this case. And there are like four, and they go pretty evenly. So we're going to go Control D and make a duplicate. While holding down the control button, we're going to kind of get that about like that. Now to make them evenly, I'm going to take them both and I'm going to go to Effects and Blend. I'm going to blend just 2 times. And now they're even. Now I need to select it all and go to Object and break the blend apart. I'm going to go to Object, Group, and make sure they're ungrouped. I'm going to go ahead and turn them black by right-clicking my mouse on the color. And I'm going to make them a thickness that I want. Well, that's too thick. Let's go 1/4 of an inch. So everything is equal. Now, for the easiest thing for me to do would be to rotate it 45 degrees and hit T like in Tom or Top to put them like that. Now, what I'm actually going to do is left-click. Well, what I'm actually going to do is go to Object, convert them to an outline, and I'm going to left-click, right-click, and you don't really have to do this, but I'm going to weld them together. So now this is one piece. I'm going to make it quite a bit smaller. I'm going to make it something equal, so I'm going to make them 8 inches. And I'm going to measure, and you don't have to do this part, but I'm going to measure with the parallel dimension tool from that edge to that edge, and I got 0.17. Okay? My box is 8 inches, but I need to move it over minus 0.87. So I'm going to go 8 inches minus 0.17. I'm having trouble. 17, and it comes up with 783. I'm going to hit the plus key on the keyboard, and you see what it did. It put them corner to corner exactly where they need to be. That's going to make life a little easier. Control D and move it over, and you can have as many as you want. There's 1, 2, 3, maybe 5 on this one, so we'll go one more. Now I'm going to group this together. Control G. And then I'm going to Control D and I'm going to hit the down arrow key. Now, we could actually move these over one time. I think this will work. You're going to, and this is why you had them grouped. Because if you didn't, you wouldn't be able to grab one or the other where you need to grab it. So with the 4-point cross, get to that midpoint and put it right. It's got to be exact. Get it right there. Now I just wonder if we Control D and nudge it down. Yes, it worked. Well, I didn't hit Control D. Let's go ahead and, so that's so easy. Now, what you could do is just take them, and there's no fill on this, so we're just going to fill them all in with black. And that's pretty much it. Now, they cut out the corners, and you know what? Mine isn't really square. There's a square. Tell you what, let's go one more. Whoop. Tell you what we can do is just Control D and do that. So now we got a rectangle the other way, but it'll work. I need to Control G to group this. I'm going to hit P, put it in the center of the page, and then I'm going to draw a square holding down the control button, and I'm going to hit P. So that put it in the middle. I need to, if they need this pattern exactly, well, I don't know if I can do it exactly, but if you look, let's take our rectangle, holding down grab the rectangle. It's kind of hard. There we go. Holding down the shift key, it'll grow from the outside in. I'm just going to go like right to the corner of these guys. Now, because we have a group, and this is definitely what you want to do is find out how big this is. It's, wow, 35 inches. Let's set our nudge factor on 38. Because this is a group and that's one single item, you can select it all and go right here to intersect. Woo, and that didn't work. Let's see, why didn't that work? Let's make sure that's a group. Maybe my rectangle was just a little bit big, or my square. Ha! I've never really seen that. You know what we're going to have to do is power clip it. I don't normally like doing that, but it'll work. Go up to Object, Power Clip, place inside frame. So that worked. Now, the only reason I don't really like Power Clip is it got rid of your pattern and you can't really do anything about it. Now we can, and see, you can't get rid of we can make the box black. I don't know if we can make yeah, we can still make the box. We need the box to be about the same size as the other pattern. So we're going to go, I think I reduced it so little. That's pretty close. Now, if I could have intersected it, and I'm going to try that again later. Wow, there's a green. Now, if you needed that exact green, which I hope he doesn't, let's take away that fill. And let's go to the Smart Fill tool, get the eyedropper and take a sample of that green and put it in there, and then go to Object, Order, Back a Page. Now his lines, the drawing's a little bit thicker, but you could start out with, and they're also fuzzy because they're a picture. So I could have started out with thicker lines, and that has a lot to do that I reduced it in size. But that's the pattern. Anyway, I hope that helped them a little bit. Thank you for watching.